Hello and welcome. My name is Sheetal Story. I'm a psychic medium, an astrologer, and a soul purpose coach. And this is the astrology forecast for the week of February 15th to February 21st of 2021. So my intention is to help you with this forecast so that you can understand the energy that's presenting and use it for your highest and best. Because I really want you to understand that everything is happening for you, not to you. And when an energy is just not helping you in that moment, it's because it's right timing you. It's just not the right time for you to do the thing that you're trying to do, that it's not actually supporting you. So I hope this helps you. So on Monday, it is a fantastic day. The moon is making beautiful aspects to a lot of planets, 4 planets in Aquarius. And this is a time of connection, of great ideas, creativity, innovation. It's just overall going to feel like a good day. Of course, your chart will affect where, if this is placed in a place that is kind of an obstacle in your chart, then you could feel like this might be a hard day. But for the collective, generally, this will be actually a really good day. For Wednesday, February 17th, the moon is going to be sitting next to Uranus, and we call this a conjunction in astrology. And what this means is, everything in astrology can aspect in its positive or in its negative, and it's up to you how you choose to express it in your life. So the moon is our intuition, it's our emotions, it's our divine feminine nature, and it's the way we kind of process our feelings. And Uranus is all about chaos and evolution. It's the great awakener. It likes to move obstacles out of your way, whether you know it's an obstacle or not. So it's your safety blanket. It will yank that out because that's not serving you anymore, perhaps. So when the moon and Uranus come together, it can, in its most positive form, it can be innovative ideas, flashes of insight, fantastic clarity and intuition. It can be a time where you are really kind of just getting all of this genius energy coming in, giving you awesome ideas. And in its negative, you can feel very tired. It can kind of drain your energy. You could also feel very impulsive and a lot of sort of blow ups can happen at this time. Your emotions can feel sort of eruptive to a quality to it if you're not understanding and being aware of your triggers. So this can be a time in its most positive of insight and ideas, and in its most negative of impulsivity, agitation, and tiredness. It's adding to this day, Saturn is going to be squaring Uranus, and Saturn is about responsibility, duty, traditions. It's an organized way of doing things. And Uranus is the great awakener, remember? And so it doesn't like to do things in the prescribed way. It is the innovator. It is the evolution. It is making change happen. And Saturn likes to keep things the same. So when these two planets are squaring each other, you can imagine a square is a relationship of tension. Today can feel like an eruptive day as well, with that moon coming next to Uranus. So what this is, and of course the Saturn will also be squaring the moon. So this is about a time where we'll feel like we might be fighting against the status quo, or something in our life is trying to evolve us, and we're being restricted in some way, or we're restricting ourselves from some sort of evolution on this day. So Wednesday can be a bit of a trying day. How can you honor the rules and still be innovative, thinking outside the box? Because Saturn is in your Aquarius, and so this is about innovative and thinking outside the box. How can we elevate an idea that you have and bringing it into the future, creating more structure for that in the future? Responsibility versus freedom, tradition versus evolution. And, it can be independence, new technology versus old technology. Maybe you're really struggling with learning something, or your tech might be a little bit wonky this day as well. Thursday is the sun is moving into Pisces. So this is now the last zodiac sign of the zodiac, Pisces. So it is kind of coming to the end of the cycle, where the cycle will end when the sun moves into Aries on March 20th, which is the spring equinox. So we're kind of winding down the cycle now. Now, Pisces is all about intuition, transcendence, love, devotion. It likes to be in this dreamy, artistic, creative state. And so this is going to be ushering in a time where you can really be, if you're tapping into your creativity, you can really understand some genius coming in here for you. So can you use this energy to help you with your intuition, trusting yourself at a deeper level with your intuition? I'm all about intuition. I teach intuition classes because I really feel like intuition is the gateway to all things. It's listening to your soul's language, right? So Pisces season is going to be helping you with that. And, you know, the negative of Pisces, because every sign has its positive and its negative. And, you know, in its negative form, it is avoidance. It is apathy. It is laziness. You know, they don't want to do, you know, when you're not in your creativity and you're not listening to your intuition, you feel disconnected. It can also feel like avoidance, you know, escapism, you know, a lot of drinking and drugs and all that kind of stuff because you're avoiding what's actually the issue, you know. And I'm all about, you know, taking the meds to help you in a time that you really need it. But if it's covering up something that is the underlying issue is emotional, let's say, then how are you attacking that issue? Not attacking it, that sounds a little aggressive. What I'll say is understanding that issue at a deeper level so that you can transcend it. That's Pisces, is transcendence, right? It also is traditionally occupies the 12th house, which is about self-sabotaging patterns. And that is, you know, that leads to escapism. You don't want to deal with the issue, so you run away from it. So Pisces season is a great time to really do a lot of healing, therapy, meditation, you know, intuition development, listening to your soul. On this day as well, the moon is going to be sitting next to Mars, and this can be eruptive feelings as well. Mars is energy, motivation, desires, and the moon is our intuition. It's our nurturing, our feelings. And so when these two are together in its most positive form, this is motivation, really excited to get up and go. It can be very electric sexual activity as well, because you'll be feeling all your feelings and you're really feeling yourself. So this can be a really passionate time for yourself too. Drive, motivated, what is in your heart to do will come out now. So motivated, but on the negative side, it can be rashness and tempers, hot tempers. You know, you can be just quick to react to things. So just be careful with that. And really kind of, if you're in your intuition, you're not in your reaction, because the reaction happens when you're triggered from old wounds, which is an egoic response, right? If we come into our heart, what would love do? That response tempers down. All right, coming into February 19th, which is Friday, Venus is going to be squaring Mars. So Venus is what we love and value. It's money, it's beauty, it's love, right? It's that Venusian feelings of all things beautiful, artistic. Food is this as well, delicious food, delicious wine, things that are just like delicious to us. And Mars is about motivation, desire, it's sex, it's how we are aggressive, it's our egoic will is Mars. And so when these two are in a relationship of tension to each other, we feel like we're not getting our needs met. We're frustrated that people aren't acknowledging us, or we can't get what we love and value. We really want to. You know, during these COVID times, you might be feeling like you're very separated from other people. And so this can kind of add to that feeling of separateness or isolation. It is also this feeling of wanting to just have sex. It is energy, and it needs an outlet for that. And so do not, on this day, Friday, February 19th, do not call your ex. Do not go back and make these decisions that you'll regret later. Really think about the outcome of your actions. In its most positive form, this is sexual activity. This is about compromise, not sacrifice. Really, we're wanting to kind of be in our feelings and understand, what do we value and why are we not getting what we love and value, and how can we get it in a way that feels good to us long term, right? So this can also be an aspect, everything for an opportunity, right? This aspect is shaking out what's not working in your relationships right now, and it's bringing it to the surface so you can heal it, not react to it, but heal it and look at it at a deeper level. So, you know, ask yourself, what is, just getting curious, right? What's not working in my life? And what do I really love and value? This is also a great time to declutter and throw out things that are no longer serving you as well. So, you know, on its most negative form, it can be lowering your standards, anger, lack of self-control. And we really want you to channel that energy into something that is creative. Release your frustrations and really, you know, throw that energy into something. So exercise, creative endeavors, sports, or maybe self-pleasure. Just saying. All right, for Saturday, February 20th, this is Mercury goes direct on this day. Yay! Not really. Okay, I see so many posts on social media that say Mercury's direct, everything's fine now. And that is not the case. Mercury direct days, it's called stationary direct in astrology. And these are days that it's really intense. So what Mercury retrograde is that it is when the planet slows down and it's going slower than the Earth. So it literally looks like in the sky, because we're going faster than it looks like it's going backwards, but it's not, right? Planets don't go backwards. So it actually is just going slower than us. And so we're sort of overtaking it. Think of like a speeding car taking over a slower car. It almost looks like it's going backwards, but it's not, right? It's actually just slower than us. So when Mercury speeds up and slows down in its trajectory around the sun, it is now going to start to speed up again. So it's starting to pick up this speed. But what happens when it's Mercury's retrograde, it's a time for the collective to slow down, to review, to renew, to reassess, and so to reevaluate things. So when Mercury goes direct, it sort of signals the end of that period of time, but it is a very intense day or two. So around Saturday, so I'd even say Friday, Saturday, Sunday, expect technology to be glitchy, expect you to have delays, really plan in and budget for delays, and patience, right? You're just having patience with whatever is happening and flowing with the energy. Things aren't going to go as planned. That has been 2021 for me anyway. And how can you use it to your best light, right? So whenever I used to travel, I would take extra books with me. So because I knew the plane would be delayed, I knew there would be issues with the tarmac or the de-icing or whatever. And so I would just plan and have books with me, and I would get so much off my to-do list. It's so fabulous. You can use that time. It's almost like a timeout. The universe is giving you this little nugget of golden time to do whatever it is that you need to do that you've been putting off, right? So this is a perfect time for that. So this day, the energy is going to be shifting from the 20th to move forward. But it's been, anything that you've been going through in the last 3 weeks. So it started retrograde on January 30th, sorry. Mercury went retrograde on January 30th. And from this day to February 20th, there would be something that you were sort of reviewing, renewing, looking over, maybe seeing in a different light. So in the next few days, from the 20th, 21st, 22nd, you'll get more clarity around this. You'll see it in a new light. And this Mercury retrograde period gave you that gift to see this issue in a new light and to really work on it on a deeper level. So if you're working on something, you'll definitely reap the rewards of it in the next few days. So this is beautiful, but give it time to move forward, right? It's almost like it's shifting its energy. It's going slower than the Earth. Now it's picking up speed. It's going to need some time to get there. So I wouldn't sign any contracts or do any major negotiations or, complete anything until about the 22nd or so. And then it'll be out of shadow and really full-fledged, going ahead as of March 13th, 14th. So that's more of a time to do anything major. But if you're waiting to launch something or sign a contract, the 22nd, 23rd, it'll be fine to do that. Just make sure you're looking over the details and it's in alignment with what you wanted when you originally started the negotiations or the contract was drawn up. So that will really help you too in the future to circumvent any pains had you signed it during the Mercury retrograde period. So I hope that helps you. If you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe for more videos, comment below. I'd love to hear what you think or how this is helping you. If you'd like to message me, please do as well. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching this, liking, sharing, commenting. You're amazing. Wishing you a wonderful week ahead of using the energy to your highest light. Bye.